done with.
Dude, you've been done.
I'm still here.
For what? Why? Because you just want to be a asshole.
You're right.
Then why the would you be in this competition?
I'm here.
Bone face.
Why do you look 50 and you're 24?
What? What did you say? Go yourself, you.
Would you rather have the brand new PS5 or a weekend with these three lovely ladies and you can do anything you want with them?
Wait, anything with them?
Like anything.
A whole weekend?
A whole weekend.
Damn, but the PS5 though, like it just dropped.
I know.
Oh, damn, y'all beautiful though, but
Hold on, what'd you say?
PS5 or us?
Oh,
bro, y'all beautiful, but I had a PlayStation 4 for 4 years, but I need a PS5.
God.
My nigga.
Y'all, so this dude came in my DM yesterday. He was like, "You're pretty, I'm trying to get to know you." He literally sent me $1,000 just to get to know me. And y'all literally sit here and think I'm gonna get to know y'all for free when somebody just paid me $1K for him to get to know me? Be so for real.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now.
Would you feel comfortable if your father was watching your OnlyFans and subscribing to it?
Probably not. No.
You would not feel comfortable, and I'll tell you why. That's because in your heart of hearts, in your soul, if you still got one, you know it's wrong. That's your work. In my work, if my mother consumed my work, I'd be thankful and pleased that she took an interest in my work and supported my work. If she bought my products, I'd be thankful. If your mother or father bought your products, you'd be disgusted and ashamed because you know what you're doing is wrong and the product of what you're doing is bad.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
I got a question for you. Do you have car insurance?
100%. No reason.
All right. Do you have homeowners insurance?
100%.
Do you have life insurance?
100%.
Do you have medical insurance?
100%.
Did you get tired of your insurance agent talking about the possibilities of you losing your life and being rewarded? Hold on for a second. I know, but don't be a butt person. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. You have insurances. Although it's a very uncomfortable situation, and life insurance people who sell it tend to be scumbags. They tend to be looked at as scumbags, like, I don't want to have this conversation about me dying, but you surely will die. So you better have the conversation. The reality is, yes, it's a very tough conversation. I have to spend a lot of time talking about it. It's very difficult. However, there needs to be some insurance, and there's no insurance, and so we must talk about it.
He ain't lying.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, "Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you." She said, "Okay, I think I can take it." So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Damn.
And took her breath some more.
Thanks for all your help. Bye-bye, Tanja. Bye-bye.
A win is a win. A win is a win. I don't care what y'all say. A win is a win.
What's up, y'all? It's Caddy West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. So, yo, I'm sure y'all probably heard the news, but it appears that Sean P. Diddy Combs officially beat his RICO charge. So salute to P. Diddy for that. You know what I'm saying? I know, let's see here. I know a lot of people are glad to hear that P. Diddy has gone free for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, we could, I guess, maybe kind of get into that during the discussion. Now, I'll say this once and I'll say it again. Yeah, I might not necessarily been the biggest fan of P. Diddy as far as personally, but let's just be real, man. You know what I'm saying? There's probably a few songs that y'all like from P. Diddy. But besides all that, you know, maybe personally y'all might not really like him per se, but guess what? One thing I could definitely say is that, you know, P. Diddy, you know, he didn't deserve this. You know, we could believe, you know, whether we believe that he's behind, you know, saying the mysterious demise of Notorious B.I.G., whether we believe that he might, you know, some people even believe that he might even have something to do with Pac even getting, you know, losing his life as well. You know, now, of course, this is all hearsay, and, you know, this might be, you know, people who could argue the points or not. But unfortunately, this situation here had zero to do with, you know, Pac's murder or B.I.G.'s death or anything like that. It had nothing to do. It didn't even have anything to do with Kid Cudi's car getting blown up. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I talked about that a few times. It doesn't matter that, you know, that could have been brought to court for a different reason, but it did not. So the only reason why this all happened is because of Cassie. Yes, because of Cassie, that beach Cassie. You know what I'm saying? Because she sees the thing. The thing is, and this is something that I've mentioned before, Cassie is, you know, they say hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. You know, Cassie see how, you know, P. Diddy turned from a millionaire to a billionaire. She's seen him, you know, basically he upgraded Carisha. Carisha was a city girl who was probably not going to get too very, very far at all, right? But guess what? Somehow she ended up with P. Diddy, and then after that, you know, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? The rest is history. Now, with that being said, you know, she was just a vindictive, B-I-T-C-H. Let's just be real, man. And these females will have you fucked up, bro.
This is a sick Negro.
Now, I do want to go show love to my chat. We have XO Pro. He says like, share, and subscribe. He says Cash App $, Cali West 1. Salute, G. I appreciate you. Now we also got Hashim Shabazz coming through. You know what I'm saying? He also comes through for the good shows, right? Even though all my shows are good, but Hey, he comes up when he can, right? He said he come through. He says wigs, weaves, and raptor claws. Yeah, yeah. You know that's the typical items of a 304. Hashim Shabazz, I appreciate you, G. Daphne chose to come through. She says, "Hey, Callie." She comes through. I appreciate you for checking in too, my love. Thank you for tuning in. Now, yeah. So now that we gave love to the chat, you know what I'm saying? People who are in the chat, it's about time that, we get back into this discussion here. Now, back to Cassie. Cassie is so vindictive that she went through leaps and bounds to essentially disrupt this man's life. This man still has a 2-year-old baby, not mentioning. I didn't even know Diddy had like 3 daughters, he got his sons and stuff. And, this woman, this prostitute, yes, I said it, this prostitute basically did her best to try to ruin his life. And I hate to say this, y'all, P. Diddy, even though he did get off of the RICO charges, so he won't have to spend the rest of his life in jail. That's a good thing. That's definitely a blessing. But unfortunately, the judge and the court system, they're already mad at. Here's the thing: they basically forced the jury to make a decision. The jury was gonna last walk on everything. You know what I'm saying? If you put 2 and 2 together, because they said they was deadlocked. So essentially, it sounds like is, somebody did not want to convict him at all on that lesser charge. But they kept on making a big deal. They probably threatened him or something like that. But for some reason, they got off on this little charge. So hopefully, hopefully, they don't give him much time. Truth be told, he should really just get off completely, because what is he really getting arrested for? He's essentially getting arrested for taking his. He's basically going to jail for taking his girlfriend out on a trip. Whether he had 2 girlfriends or not, whether it was, whether it's whoever it was, this Jane Doe, for some reason, it's Jane Doe. So we don't know if this is Nipsey Hussle's, we all either it was 50 Cent's girlfriend or 50 Cent's baby mama. But long story short is this bitch, Cassie, did everything to make sure this man was to go down. And essentially, the charges that he got, it can still send him back technically to jail for 20 years. And that's why we're here today, because everybody's going to talk about, how Diddy might get off, this, that, and the other. Everybody's going to talk about what they're going to talk about, right? Everybody's going to have their opinion, and rightfully so. I mean, I don't think people should not have their opinion. I think everyone should actually voice their opinion. That's your God-given right, or at least your God-given right as an American, right? Now, with that being said, so yeah, we're going to get into this a little bit more. Daphne says, I never trust Cassie. Man, she was nobody to me. I mean, does she look good? Yes, but looks ain't everything, obviously, right? See? P. Diddy just see his thing. And I'm going to be honest with you, too. See, what Cassie did, she actually muddied the water for women, actually. Because guess what? Now, women are going to have to here's the thing. Women are going to be quickly discarded now. Most men are not going to keep certain women around just for the same reason. It's going to be very, very transactional. And only the dudes only the small fraction of people are going to be willing to take that risk. Now, luckily, the jury did not, fall for the okie doke. But they basically forced the jury to basically give them something. Because here's the thing, and the truth is, that's how the government works. The government, what they do is they charge you for a bunch of things, and they make sure hopefully something sticks. That's why they dropped all the charges, so they wouldn't look so stupid, right? But essentially, what they might try to do, they might try to bury him on this one charge. That's the only thing. Like, if Puff Daddy's 55, put in there for 20 years, man, that's essentially his rest of his life. Think about it. I mean, even though he might be eating good and stuff like that, he might have it better in jail than most people, that could still definitely have an effect on his health and, most importantly, his lifestyle, right? So with that being said, man, I do want to kind of, before I go into this, DJ says she's jealous of the twins' moms and the other female Diddy help. She was jealous. Hella jealous. Hella jealous. And matter of fact, yo, I don't know if y'all know, but XO Pro has sent me this earlier. And this is probably going to be the episode tomorrow, to be honest. I mean, people are going to probably be talking about the shit the hell out of this. But I still had to address this, okay? And I'm probably going to address this on a separate video tomorrow. But this is atrocious. This is atrocious, man. Yo, check this out. So it appears that one of the reasons, probably one of the supporting reasons why Puff Daddy didn't get out today was because of this. Check this out. I don't know if y'all can see this. Maybe I didn't put it up on the board yet, but if I didn't, I will now. Oh, it is on. Look at this shit, man. Look at this. Look at this. Breaking news. Cassie sends judge a letter pleading to deny Diddy's bail, bruh.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
This is a sick Negro.
This bitch would do anything to try to fucking make this dude go down. And you know what? And I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be just straight up candid for a second, y'all. Can I be? You know what? I'm not gonna ask can I be, because this is the Cali West Miami show. I'm here to talk my shit. Yo, let's just be candid. That slut, that fucking Jezebel, that fucking streetwalker, hooker ass hoe, man. You cannot convince me, even from day one, that she could not leave Diddy, but she could cheat on Diddy. She cheated on Diddy twice. Not only did she cheat on her boyfriend that she was with, I mean, the producer boyfriend that she was with that was Puffy's friend, but when she got with Puffy, she ended up cheating on Puffy. How can you be scared of someone? You claim you're scared for your life, but then you're fucking around on him on his back? Yeah. Most scared people are not going to go and sleep with somebody else, right? I mean, no. You can't convince me that a woman that's scared for her life is going to go sleep with another man. Because let's just be real. It's easy for a woman to sleep with another man. But guess what? Most women did not sleep with certain men because there are consequences behind it. And Puff Daddy was so dangerous that why did she feel compelled to go sleep with his workout coach and his homeboy Kid Cudi? Because guess what? Let's just be real, y'all. For all intents and purposes, Puff Daddy and Kid Cudi was cool. And you could tell it was cool because, Puff Daddy already knew where he lived and all that, and then and then Kid Cudi knew where he lived. You could just tell they all kind of cool with each other. They all hang out with each other, man. Daphne Joseph said this dude Cassie got pregnant. Oh, the dude Cassie got pregnant with affiliated with Diddy. Diddy showing him everything. Well, that was his gym instructor. That was his workout instructor. Yep. Diddy showing him everything regarding Cassie. Well, here's the thing. I'm kind of glad that you mentioned that. See, the thing is, women will go scorched earth. Look, here's the thing. A woman will even bring herself down just to bring a man down.
Emotional damage.
Yo, tell me I'm lying.
You're a victim. There we go, CSI.
Yo, Peters, a female would bring herself down. You know what I'm saying? Even if it means that she ends up losing her life ultimately, just to bring a man down. Like, for example, I know this is kind of off the subject matter, but I had to address it though. Do y'all remember when some chick, it was maybe a few years ago, that chick got popped live on Facebook because she was arguing with her boyfriend? I mean, something like that happened. Look, that happened actually recently, but I'm not even talking about that situation. I'll say 3-4 years ago, there was a chick and she was talking shit to her dude while they was driving. And he was basically pull a pill in your brain, right? I'll basically, and say punch your lights out, right? And old girl, even though homeboy had a heat in his hand, look, this dude had a weapon in his hand, a firearm in his hand. She she still egged him on, and he did it. Like, yo, what kind of shit is that, bruh?
Emotional damage.
Like, we go. Here's the thing: we could go. Some people, there are going to be people who will go say, "Oh, well, he shouldn't have did it anyway." Duh. We all understand. Taking someone's life is against the law. We know it's morally wrong. We get that. But did that stop him? Did morality or doing the right thing stop him from doing it? Because here's the thing. We as people have to take responsibility for our lives. Yes, someone shouldn't take your life, but should you be at Compton or should you be, Liberty City at 2 a.m. trying to, get narcotics, right? Like, we have to kind of take this into consideration. We have to kind of, humans got to stop using this, just because someone's doing something wrong. I get that. Someone's wrong. They shouldn't do it. And guess what? The police will handle it after the fact. But guess what? By that time, you're already DOA. You're already dead. You already buried up. So, as a human, it's our responsibility for ourselves as a person to make sure we survive and not end up getting taken out, right? So back to this whole Cassie situation. Cassie could have been left Puff Daddy, but guess what? She wanted the baby. She wanted the lifestyle. She wanted to be Kim Porter. And it never happened. It never happened. It never happened. And a matter of fact, to go even further, no, look, how can I say this? I thought that was actually really kind of funny too. Essentially, let me get my train of thought. Back to the letter. Back to the letter. That's right. So let me read y'all the letter and see what she wrote to the court. She says, damn, there's some little ass writing, bro. Oh, okay. Oh my God. This is little. Is there a way I can increase it? Hold up. Okay, now I made it larger. Damn. Maybe too large now. Okay. All right. To Honorable Arun Subramanian. Damn, he must be like a Middle Eastern or something, man. Says, okay. So it says, Dear Judge Subramanian, we write as a counsel for Cassandra, respectfully request the court to deny Mr. Combs to release pending his sentence on his 2 convictions under pursuant detention is mandatory. Opposed convictions on these charges and Ms. Mature release Combs is most likely to pose a danger to the victims who testify in the case, including herself, as well as the community. We thank the court. Woo! Yo, one reason why I'm also one or another reason why I did not want Puff Daddy to get convicted, because regardless of how I feel about Puff Daddy, everybody got their opinion on Puff Daddy and stuff like that, and I get that, and that's cool, right? My whole thing about this, my only argument about this, or my only stance is just that the moment we start letting, like, for example, it's kind of like, all right, for example, I was one of the people who was defending Donald Trump, right, when they were trying to convict him on his, look at this, it's ironic. They're going to do Puff Daddy the same way they did Donald J. Trump. Luckily, here's the thing. Luckily, I don't know. I guess it was a different circuit court or something. But Puff Daddy barely, let's be real. Puff Daddy still got convicted. He just didn't get convicted for the RICO charges, right? So, what's ironic is those are the same people, the same Democratic people who put these people in a judge in judgeship and in office. These are the same motherfuckers who want y'all to vote for them. You know what I'm saying? Democrat, y'all. See, y'all black people want to go keep on voting Democrat as if Democrats love y'all. Democrats railroad y'all and backdoor y'all all the time. Just like how they did Bill Cosby, just like how they did, Mike Tyson, just like how they did plenty of celebrities, plenty of big time black people. Not to mention Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby got railroaded. Right? So with that being said, I'm actually glad that Puff Daddy didn't get convicted because they're just trying to railroad him, man. They're just trying to railroad him and making him an example. Unfortunately, real talk.
It's an evil world we live in.
So evil. Because they trumped up them damn charges. So with that being said, they're doing everything to keep Puff Daddy in jail. And like I said, there is a possibility that they could go and give Puff Daddy 20 years in jail, right? So it's like, even though he won the major conviction, he still might serve 20 years. With that being said, that's when we get into Donald J. Trump. Now, let's talk about Trumper for a minute. I know y'all don't like Donald Trump, but we're gonna talk about him anyway. All right. Let's see here. Now, this is where, all right. So that was just talk about Trump's approval ratings today, right? Now, for example, USA Today says, for example, I'll just read the headlines. And it's all today. Like, people are like on his ass today. So I feel like, trust me, Donald Trump is not going to look, Mr. You're fired, Mr. 45 and 47. He's not going to miss out on this opportunity for a PR campaign. And guess what? Black people are going to eat that shit the fuck up, bro. And guess what? Men, period. Any rich men who've been railroaded are going to eat this shit up. He says, USA Today, Trump's approval ratings steady this week. See recent polls. And then The Hill says Trump's failures are turning Americans away from him. Yahoo says pool approval ratings falls to a new low amid mass deportation raids. Donald Trump's approval rating changes in direction of multiple polls. So it appears that he's having trouble with, I guess, on these surveys that's being done. Now, approval ratings, they're usually done by sometimes a controlled group. So we can't always go based off of that. And let's just be real. People don't like Donald J. Trump. And I'm going to be honest with you. As much as I might like, Donald J. Trump myself, I can honestly admit that everything that he does or says or, or wants to do. But guess what? I could equally say the same. No, I could probably double that and say that same sentiments for the Democratic Party for how they was running shit for the last 12 years. Truth be told, I almost blame the Democrats because they're the ones who pushed it so far gone. Guess what? They wouldn't have had so many goddamn raids if Joe Biden wasn't trying to pack, Republican states with immigrants. Let's just be real, bro. Let's just be real.
What kind of shit is that?
We'll call it for what it is. Now, let's see here. Daphne says, 17 Mil comes through. Says Daphne Joseph said you're right about all that what you said. 17 Mil says DJ Cassie got jealous that Puff put Young Miami in multiple ways in a very short time, and for millions, and that Cassie never got. She felt played. Man, she played herself because she could have made herself somebody. You know what I'm saying? Hey, all I gotta do is be in a video with somebody a couple times or just be around them. I'm gonna blow up my goddamn self. See, 17 Mil says Cassie has no talent or charisma, which is why she couldn't even segue her association with Puff Daddy into something else. Because guess what? You know who's had nothing to say about this the whole time? Well, actually, I take that back. Farnsworth Bentley did have something to say, but he had nothing. He had no shade or nothing to say to Puff Daddy. He actually had no shade or nothing like that to say to Puff Daddy. But he done seen some shit, Farnsworth Bentley. But guess what? Farnsworth Bentley done moved on with his life. He done hung out with Puff Daddy for like about a couple years and he gone. Did you see him sitting around here bootlegging P. Diddy? Oh well, he was bootlegging P. Diddy for like maybe the first couple of years. But guess what? I mean, it makes sense. He was a fucking butler or whatever, right? But even the butler got on his own deals and fucking shook P. Diddy. He didn't even need P. Diddy no more. But guess what? Unfortunately, women don't always have that same charisma or that same talent to go get her and get what they got to get. The truth is, the reason why Cassie needed to go sleep her way around was because she had no talent. Yeah, we all know that there are women who have talent and they probably did do the casting couch or they did, sleep with somebody to kind of get a record deal. But Cassie didn't have no talent at all. That's why it's like, yeah, she might have been sleeping with people to get to the top, but she still just had no. The bitch didn't have a God-given talent. She had the looks, but she did not have a God-given talent. TJ says 17th to know exactly when she didn't get played. Did he see what kind of person Cassie is why he didn't want her to be part of what he had going on. This is why Young Miami was on game and she got played. Facts. When Young Miami cheered for Puffy, Cassie was mad as hell. I know she was. Now, Daphne Joseph said, Trump clearing the board, mad as hell, he cleaning the board. Right, he definitely clearing the board. Because he's making it easy. Because guess what? Here's the thing. A lot of people, they kind of say, like, there's some people who got immigrant parents. And, I know he's trying to make some crazy changes and stuff like that, right? But guess what? I mean, to some degree, what country does not have their own immigration laws and stuff like that? Shit, I want to see when y'all get. I want to see y'all get a password to that place that they was having a conflict with. That letter, that place that starts. The two places that starts with letter I. Not the one with a 4-letter word. The one that ends with IL. I want to see you get citizenship over there. See? With that being said, it's not as easy to go get citizenship everywhere. So it's not like America's trying to do anything that other countries don't adopt or haven't been doing for the past 100 or so years. Daphne Joseph says all their emotions showing off Trump clearing the board. They can't do nothing about it at all. Facts. That is true. Well, hey, guess what? That's the same thing that happened with the Biden administration. They had basically control of everything. To the point they ruin our economy. Man, it almost costs essentially a third more to almost get a third or a fourth more to get everything that you could get before. On certain things, some things almost kind of double. Now, yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I really believe, that 45 might mess around and pardon Diddy. It could happen. I mean, I know a lot of people were sharing about how Diddy was talking shit about Donald J. Trump. I'm sure a lot of people pull that up. But guess what? Donald J. Trump, he has made up with people that he wasn't cool with before in the past. And guess what? And Puff Daddy was only doing it because guess what? P. Diddy thought he had the protection of the because remember, Puff Daddy was the one who was telling people to vote or die, remember? People didn't vote and people still didn't die. But remember? Puff Daddy was the one who was saying vote or die. Remember that? Okay? But guess what? No Democrats came to save his ass. So guess what? Ain't no way Donald J. Trump is going to let him just cook in there. Not because Donald J. Trump just wants to save Puff Daddy because he's Puff Daddy, but because the publicity tied behind it and the fact that he got railroaded by the same state. And see, Puff Daddy, as a matter of fact, if I'm not mistaken, they were trying to get him on federal charges in Georgia. But I think it was the city. I think it was the New York City that tried to get Puff Daddy. They tried to get Donald J. Trump. But wasn't Puff Daddy still, didn't he have his case in New York City? Now, DJ says, Democrats are about themselves. They don't care about anyone. And guess what? Most politicians only care about themselves and their constituents. I get that. But this would be a great photo op opportunity for Donald J. Trump. Just to stick it to New York State. And just to stick it to, because here's the thing, Donald J. Trump is not necessarily cool with, the state's attorneys. Those are probably Democrat appointed people. Trust me, Donald Trump will probably he'll probably have fun just going ahead and undermining what they did. I actually believe that. And here's the thing, we all know Donald Trump is the king of petty. He will do that. So we're going to see how that happens. Hopefully, here's the thing. I guess it's a gamble. They could try to throw the book at Diddy for the sentencing. Right? They could try to throw the book at him doing sentencing. But I believe that they'll be making a grave mistake. Because guess what? Donald J. Trump is going to tell y'all, Donald J. Trump, even if he doesn't even do it now, even if it's at the end of his term, Puff Daddy, he's going to pardon Puff Daddy. It will make sense for him to do it because, dude, to play that Puff Daddy case by far, am I wrong, y'all? This might have been the case of the century. Yo, am I tripping, y'all? Yo, P. Diddy's case. This case was bigger than Young Thug, YSL. Yo, this case was just as big as Donald J. Trump's case that he had, or his case is. Think about it. What other case has been this big other than probably Bill Cosby? Dude, Donald J. Trump had probably the biggest, he probably had the biggest, case as far as trying to, they try to impeach him. They try to convict him on, on all types of charges and all types of crazy stuff, right? Now, Daphne said, DJ says, Diddy about to come at those people that came at him like a roaring lion. They doom, but when did he come at those people? Well, here's a flip side to it too. But I kind of feel like she's thing. That's how I can tell Cassie's just a vindictive, evil bitch. Because let's just be real. All right, now that Puff Daddy's not going to spend the rest of his life in jail, and he still has access to his money, can he just get you touched? Can he just get you touched from jail? Why would Puff Daddy himself come out? Here's the thing. Why would Puff Daddy physically come out and do something to her? Couldn't Puff Daddy just pay somebody to do that? And here's the thing too. Oh, now remember I said I lost my train of thought. Now I realize my point. There was a point I kind of mentioned. And I got caught up. Women are so vindictive, right? Like I said, they are willing to even let themselves burn, or even risk their lives, or risk their livelihoods, or risk their status, their reputation, just to try to bring a man down. That's what essentially Cassie did. Because here's the thing. Cassie said what she said in that little civil case, and guess what? I keep on telling y'all, Puff Daddy did not pay her off. People keep on thinking that, oh, well, he paid her so quick. No. Puff Daddy is a billionaire. He had insurance. And guess what? The insurance, they, instead of rather fighting it and milking the insurance money, they rather had just paid her the money, right? So they paid her. And of course, that went against his policy. Trust me, that definitely hurt his policy and hurt his premium, right? That he got sued like that, right? For such a large amount of money, right? So then, see, she got the money, because here's the thing, let's just be real. She got 30 million, right? In total. So from 30 million divided, mind you, she had to give half to the IRS. So that's 15 million. So she's at 15 million. Okay. Mind you, ain't she married to that simp Alex Fine? When she had to split the 15 million with him, even if she decided to divorce him. Because guess what? The divorce is gonna happen. Oh, trust me. They're gonna try to keep it peace because there's a baby on the way and all that crap. But trust me, I would say in less than a year or so, that relationship is gonna crack. Because let me tell y'all why this relationship is gonna crack. I might have to make an episode just based off of this. The reason why the relationship is gonna crack is because, first off, they both got into the relationship in the wrong way. I mean, I guess there are some people who cheated and they end up being in a relationship, but look, most people who usually cheat and get a relationship with somebody else, they usually do not work out and have a good relationship, or it usually don't last very long, right? Because most cheating relationships are based off of lust. Okay, but mind you, she murdered the cat, right? Alex Fine did not know that she was letting men urinate in her mouth. He didn't know that he was letting guys, basically, bust a cream pie on her face. He didn't know that she was letting other dudes basically run trains on her. See, here's the thing. Unfortunately, she was willing. Look, she hates Puff Daddy. Look, she hates Puff Daddy so much that she doesn't even really love Alex Fine, because to put Alex Fine through all that bitch is fucked up, bro.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh. Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I read it.
You know what I'm saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
This is a sick Negro.
And I don't want to hear shit about Cassie Ventura ain't black. Man, yo, you don't have to be black to be a nigga. So yeah, she was doing some nigga stupid shit on some because the bitch on some bum shit. Now she basically put her marriage on the line. So guess what? They say love is priceless, right? Nah, I say love costs $30 million plus. The $30 million is not even enough for her to go away and just walk away from Puff Daddy and walk away from this situation and just keep her reputation. Mind you, listen to this. Remember, there's a baby who's going to be born. And when the baby is born, the baby is going to eventually know about this, okay? So Cassie could do everything she can to, I'm going to shelter her. I'm going to shelter him. But guess what? Someone's going to tell this kid at like 6 years old at the fucking playground that their mama got railroaded and it was all over the motherfucking 10 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 4 o'clock, 9 a.m., midnight, 24/7 news. Yo. And you know what? She deserved that shit.
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
Dude, let's just say Alex Fine. They get divorced. No man would touch her with a 10-foot pole. Well, not as far as the relationship is concerned. They'd be down to go sleep with her and go, and they're gonna want to do all those little nasty things that Puff Daddy did. And guess what? When they don't have, $10,000 a month to pay for that, well, I guess she got her own money. But how long is that gonna last after she has to go get therapy? Because that woman's gonna need therapy, y'all. And not because Puff Daddy did her wrong, but, well, here's the thing. She was a whore from the beginning. Any chick who had a producer boyfriend and then she jumped off of her producer boyfriend to go get with Puff Daddy, man, she's definitely a paid prostitute. She's definitely a prostitute, bro. DJ Joseph said he's going to leave Cassie the same way Ben Affleck left Jennifer Lopez. Facts. Look, here's the thing. Man, here's the thing. Alex Fine. All right. We all been there before as youngsters or young people. When women tell us something, we kind of take it as face value. But then it's like when we hear from other people who are there, we end up finding out, like the girl who told us this sob story, she's leaving out key details of the situation. Like she claimed that she got, raped, but then, come to find out that, she gave Buddy, she took the condom off of him. Or no. Yeah, she took the condom off of him. You know what I'm saying? Before he put it in, she insisted to take out the rubber and boss him up first in front of everybody. See, that's the thing that they didn't tell you. You feel me? So the thing is, she told Alex Fine everything about how he was beating her up, how he was embarrassing her and doing all this stuff. He didn't know, but see, And yeah, she might have told him embellished about the free calls and told him that she was basically like a XXX slave. But guess what? When he seen those videos of her, when he seen her giving God, look, you know why I know he's gonna leave her? Cause he's seen her look at another man in ways that she ain't never looked at him, bro. Yo, she looked at him. She looked at those men in ways she ain't never looked up to him before. Ooh.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time.
Dang.
And took her breath some more.
Yo. Yo, he's seen her do things to dudes that she probably told him no to. Sheesh.
This is a sick Negro.
And yo, she probably just seen the glare in her eye. Probably done seen extra water come out of that poom poom that he ain't never seen that faucet leak like that when she be with him. But that faucet was running with other men, bruh. Bruh, that's what happened. But he deserves it because what you doing going ahead and marrying your ex boss's fucking ex bitch. I don't give a fuck if that was just away bitch. Like even if he threw her your direction, bruh. How the fuck you go and do them stupid shit like that, bruh? That was fucking goofy.
What is that?
Hey, Alex Vaughn got what he fucking deserved too. Supreme B says, I'm still on that J-Lo X tape. Puffy should have kept J-Lo because she knows how to keep stuff from being disclosed. Oh, I don't know. I never even heard that was even that she even had a tape. But nah, man. It's not his thing. Puff Daddy loved J-Lo. Look, Puff Daddy would do anything to go be with J-Lo. And I'm going to be honest with you, too. J-Lo didn't break up with Puff Daddy because she didn't like Puff Daddy. She broke up with Puff Daddy because it was bad for her image. It was terrible for her image. She was the biggest thing since sliced bread. Halle Berry and what's that girl named Sarah Gellar or whoever that lady is from what's that thing from? Was it for Friends? Them chicks didn't have nothing on her at the time. Okay, J-Lo was the biggest thing since sliced bread. Okay, but when the whole shooting at the club went down, y'all, that was screwing up her image. So she had no choice but to stop fucking with Puff Daddy. As a matter of fact, you know what's ironic? Was I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think Puff Daddy or J-Lo might have introduced Puff Daddy to A-Rod. Yeah. She introduced A-Rod to Puff Daddy. Like, you know, like she made that happen for them to meet each other. I just think about it. Like, damn. Like the dude that you're meeting is the dude who he's famous too, and he fucked your bitch too. You know. But shit, A-Rod, he got sick of that shit, bitch too. What happened to Shine? What happened to Shine? Shit. He's a Belizean. I think he's like the prime minister of Belize or something like that, isn't he? He's either prime minister or he's some type of representative or something like that for like Belize. This dude is the politician now, man. He's a whole politician. But I know he'll say that he was mad when Puff Daddy only gave him a few $1,000s when, you know, after he didn't spend all that time in jail for him. Daphne Joseph says J-Lo cover for Puffy to this day. I believe it. Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. I mean, hey, she's Jenny from the block for a reason, right? Hey, Jenny from the block. So, you know. Like I said, I wouldn't even be surprised. Look, I'm almost 100% sure that Puff Daddy probably definitely smashed J-Lo plenty of times after they broke up, all through the years. Because like I said, she ended up introducing him to A-Rod. So trust me, they're still incommunicado. So it was definitely going down. That's another reason why it's tough, you know, dating these chicks nowadays, because especially in the industry, they're all stupid each other. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all didn't have to take my word for it. It's actually been proven. It's literally been proven in this case. From this case, what it shows is that these people be rich and they still be, you know, saying fucking each other's baby mamas and wives and all types of shit, bro.
Emotional damage.
Yep. So yeah, so I got a picture of 50 Cent up. And the reason why is because it appears that 50 Cent congratulated P. Diddy for, you know, getting off his case. So he said, what did 50 Cent say? Let's see here. Now, mind you, this dude made a whole documentary about P. Diddy, remember? This shit crazy. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, man, but I really hope Donald J. Trump definitely pardons him, because I hate to say this, man. I hate to say this. He might, you know what I'm saying, they might try to throw the book at his ass, man, on the little case that they have, you know. They might try to throw the book at him on one charge. So he's definitely not out the woods yet, per se. Yeah, so it appears that 50 Cent congratulates Puff Daddy. He says, Diddy beat the Rico. That boy a bad man. He said he like the gay John Gotti before tagging another Instagram page, 50 Cent action. Yo, 50 Cent is just a king of petty, huh? He just had to say, he just had to say that, huh?
You're a victim. Here we go, CSI.
That shit is crazy, bro. 17th and note says Puff probably won't be in jail for more than 2 years. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully he doesn't let his ass off, man. But like I said, the government want him for a reason. I don't know. Damn, am I glitching? I think I'm glitching a little bit. I sure am. Hold up.
That all up in me at one time. Don't try to make me take all that dick at one time.
Slow and easy.
He said, don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. I would not rush all this dick up in you at one time. I'm going to take it easy on you. She said, okay, I think I can take it. So he laid down. The nigga rushed all that dick up in her.
Jammed it into there.
Jammed and round.
Like Jam City.
All kind of dick up in that girl at one time. Dang. And took her breath some more.
Yo, 17 Minnow says 50 Cent still mad that Puffy was pimping out his baby mama. Ooh. Sheesh. Damn.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. Yo, that's kind of sucks, man. Cause, hey, and you know who's laughing about this? his other son is like laughing his ass off right now. You know that, right? You know why he's kind of laughing about him? Because, 50 Cent, here's the thing. The truth is, 50 Cent loved both of his kids. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't have not loved his first son any less than his other son. Just that his other son, dog dissed him, right? But 50 Cent has been he's been pedestalizing his son, right? But it's like, damn. It's like, your son, your son is his own man. Your son is his own boy is gonna turn to a man, but it's like his mama is just another fucking 3 or 4 like everybody, like the rest of us, bro. And 50 Cent did say in a post that, hey, look here, son, look at your mama, being a little 3 or 4, look at you, see, I was crazy. So yeah, I'm sure he's definitely mad about that. He's definitely mad about that. Daphne Joseph says 50 was talking about Puff too. Oh, remember he made a whole documentary about Puff. But hopefully, man, P. Diddy makes it, man. Hopefully he gets off because the government they definitely want to get him on something, and that's how the government works. They throw out a bunch of charges that way they can get something sticking and it got your ass. 17th now said 50 wouldn't pay her what she wanted, so she went to the highest bidder. But yo, that's what we could assume 17th and 0, but we don't know that for sure. As far as we know, 50 Cent was already breaking her off, and maybe she backdoored him for Puff Daddy. Is there Puff Daddy? Here's the thing. I truly believe what had happened was she was double dipping. That's what happened. Truth be told is, remember, 50 Cent liked, no lie, 50 Cent liked Daphne. 50 Cent definitely liked Daphne, bro. She look good. Look, she a fine woman. She look good. She look real good. But for real, she looked real good. But he liked her a lot. But something tells me, and this is how women usually work. Women, look, you think she stopped fucking with 50 Cent and she was just sitting there all sad. And then Puff Daddy came along. No. See, the thing is, the reason why Puff Daddy, one of the reasons why 50 Cent is so mad too, is that's his like old boss and enemy. And then 2, I'm 100% sure that Daphne was fucking with both of them at the same motherfucking time, bro. Guess what? That's usually why you fall out with a female anyway. Usually when there's usually a breakup or something, usually because you're gonna find out your girl, she was double dipping. That's what I believe. If I had to guess, I truly believe that she was getting money on both ends, and that was the problem. And guess what? And she'll still to this day she's still getting money from both ends. Puffy's still paying her rent, and look, Puffy's still paying her rent, and what else? Wait, Puffy's still paying her rent, and 50 Cent's still paying her child support. 17th and 0 says that's true, but now all Puff's business out there, so now ain't bitch else we can say. It was said that she wanted 10 G's a month from 50 and he wasn't giving it to her. I don't blame him. She went to Puff. Damn. Well, here's the thing. Right. But here's the thing. Did she go to Puff after she told 50 Cent that it was over and they ain't gonna be fucking no more? Do you believe that? Do you believe that she was like, okay, when 50 Cent said, I ain't gonna give you no $10,000, you think she was like, all right, 50, I ain't fucking you no more, and I'm just out of there? You think she just went out there and just did that? Man, hell nah. What she was doing was she was still getting her little money from 50. And then guess what? One day, here's the thing. These women, they get caught so easy. Because guess what? One day, when she was in the shower or something like that, because she had to go, fuck Puff, 50 Cent noticed Puff Daddy was calling her one day. Trust me, that's usually how you find out when your girl's cheating on you. You find out your girl's cheating on you because, here's the thing, even if she is slick, here's the even if you try to be slick, you can't look. It's only a matter of time till you have to go use the bathroom and you get caught slipping. And essentially, she probably got caught slipping, and that's probably one of the biggest reasons why Puff Daddy. That's probably one of the reasons why 50 hates Puff Daddy. He hates Puff Daddy because 50 Cent like, you dirt dog nigga. You knew damn well that was still my bitch, and you was still fucking my bitch. That's what had happened.
Emotional damage.
That's what happened. That's what I truly believe happened. So yeah, man. Shit crazy, bro. All right, y'all. Let's see here. What else I got for y'all boys? So yeah, so we don't need to, we can talk about that a little bit more maybe tomorrow. But all right, I got a couple of little clips to show y'all. Now, Daphne Joseph says, bingo, Callie. Callie, he said, bingo, Callie. Over money, she's a prostitute. She using both sides of the fence to pay her shit. 50 baby mama didn't give a fuck at all. She was tossing her sandwich to anyone. She don't care. Facts. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, like, goddamn, like, and there's none of it, too. It just kind of goes to show that people could easily be bought. Because guess what? Like, she didn't even consider for a second, like, damn, I'm 50 Cent's baby mama. Should I be moving like this? I mean, yeah, they might not have been together or they might not have been married, but damn, it didn't matter that you were 50 Cent's baby mama. You didn't think that was going to look bad on 50 Cent that his baby mama was out here. Read this. You know what's ironic to y'all? One of those really ironic. Wasn't 50 Cent clowning Rick Ross? Because I think E-Class, one of those producers, was smashing Rick Ross's baby mama, the dark skinned one, with the double R on her chest. Yeah, because guess what? Because remember when 50 Cent did an interview? He did an interview with 50 Cent's baby mama, the one with the horse teeth, the one with the big teeth. Her. Remember? He even took her out. 50 Cent took her on a shopping spree and all that, remember? And he had that interview. But yo, go figure. 50 Cent made no fun but to post that video of Rick Ross's baby mama getting smashed on. Raw dog. Come to find out. Fucking 10, 15 years later. It's 50, yeah, Tia Kim. Thank you, XL Pro. Go figure, 10 to 15 years later, it is 50 Cent's baby mama. She didn't get smashed by like one guy. His baby mama got smashed by multiple men. Like, dude, at least 10 to 20 different men, bruh. Just like Cassie. Like, she's just as ran through as Cassie at this point, damn near, bruh. Yo, think about it.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Yo, just think about it. 50 Cent, think about it. You know who else is getting a crack out of this? Rick Ross. Because remember, he was talking shit about so many people, but dude, you know how bad 50 Cent is fucking looking right the fuck now? I mean, I know he can control, he can't control a woman, but just go figure, 50 Cent was talking all that shit about another baby, like, as if Rick Ross could control his baby mama or, Rick Ross, you got a big bitch. But, yo, I mean, and I guess you could argue, oh, well, that bitch probably fucked E-Class or whoever that producer was for free, whatever, right? I guess that could be said, right? But does that make it any better? Like, just because here's the thing. Well, his baby mama got smashed by one dude on tape. Yo, baby mama got smashed on by 10 plus dudes, bruh. White man, black man, Spanish man, maybe some other females got all up in your baby mama, bruh. That. Whew.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
Can't stop, won't stop. XL Pro says, salute to the chat. 17th and 0 says, I don't know about when she started smashing Puff because none of them are loyal exclusively to anything or anybody but put present opportunity. But they were both trying to be the king of New York. No, I get it. Well, you see how that goes. 17 now says, so Puff stealing his girl was an ego bruise to 50. 50 Cent don't care about no woman like that. 50 Cent is low to the burning game. These ninjas are all dealing with bras that are for sale. 17th to know, you're right. But yo, I do believe, actually kind of believe, look, I truly believe to some degree, 50 Cent is not happy about that. Like, here's the thing. 50 Cent, you know, I kind of believe that, you know, he's a good actor. He's very, here's the thing. You have to put on, here's the thing. 50 Cent, he got a game face. But here's the thing, 50 Cent, man, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you think you are. I don't know. If I found out my baby mama got smashed on by everybody, man, I don't know. I'll feel some type of way, bro. I don't think that, I don't, like, even if you don't, like, here's the thing. Let's just say you don't even have feelings for the girl no more. Just to be associated with somebody who got ran through like that, and that's supposed to be a baby mama and something like that, that kind of fucking makes it not as like, I don't know. That, I don't know, bro. That's tough. That's a tough deal to handle. Even for me and her ain't together no more. Just the fact that I had to see with her and I still got to see her eyes every day. Every time I see her eyes, I gotta think about, Puff Daddy. And look, Puff Daddy, the Puff Daddy, the Punisher, and whoever was smashing my baby mama, bruh. Man, send it, bruh.
This is a sick Negro.
Yo, ain't no way he could just be completely not giving a fuck about that. XL Pro said crazy work. Very crazy work, man. This whole case is just fucking crazy, man. This whole case is fucking crazy. Daphne Joseph says these bras opened their can to everyone. It's not the man's fault when she opened her can up to apologize. Facts. 17 Mil says all these industry hoes are for everybody. None of them can say anything about bras, especially bitter baby mamas. They're gonna always smash and tell all the business to your enemies. Sheesh. All facts. Daphne Joseph says when females don't give a fuck, that's what they do. Facts. DJ says, because they never satisfied. Mm-hmm. And see, that's from a woman. 17 Mil says, I don't care about any ex or baby mama of mine does that to me. I'm done with them. Love the child. Those are for everybody. Okay. Maybe so. I mean, I agree with you to that sentiment, but still, man, I'll still be kind of pissed off. I'll just be like, I don't know. Yo, it's like, for example, it's like if you find out, like, your friend was, like, doing some, like, hard drugs, or your friend was, like, an axe murderer. He was, like, skinning people alive like Jeffrey Dahmer or something like that. Motherfucker, dude, if you found out, the police told you, like, we're glad, we're glad you didn't come over. You didn't go to your friend's house last night because you would have been the next victim. Bruh, I mean, all right, forget that. That's a little too traumatic. Let's just say you just knew somebody from high school and y'all was homeboys, you had to kick it. And then you found out that he was going to jail for capital red rum. I would think that you will evaluate your life. You kind of found out you was cool with somebody like that, and like your girlfriend was like out there, like, doing some crazy stuff. You would have to reevaluate your life. You would be like, man, what did I miss? Like, is there something that she said to me in the past that I should have noticed? And guess what? You know why you're going to start reevaluating your life? Because wait, most times usually when you get in trouble, you end up realizing that it was partially your fault why you got in trouble. There was something that you didn't pay attention to, the red flags, the red flags. It's like, it's like sometimes when we get set up by chicks and stuff like that, it's usually our fault because, we didn't ask the right questions. We were a little too gung-ho, Man, I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes when a woman asks me something, I'm almost scared because I know that they're 2 steps ahead. 17th says you can't worry about control what these bras does. They will do the most after you leave them, especially if you're a good ninja. These bras after I leave don't give a fuck what I do after, and I agree, and I kind of feel like that's kind of why he's kind of on what he's on. Oh, and by the way, check this out. Do you know? A matter of fact, it's funny you was telling me about it. One of y'all told me about how she asked 50 Cent for that. I actually know this. You know why? Because I made a video about this. Yo, Righteous Fear stand up. I forgot. I made a video about this, bro. Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
Yeah. Remember I made a video that basically 50 Cent was supposed to give, well, she wanted a second baby by 50, but 50 didn't have enough time, so she got with Puff. Whew.
This is a sick Negro.
So what does that mean? That means that they was fucking with each other. So, you know, if we kind of say that he's not mad, I don't know. I'm not here to fix his heart level or his heart rate or his hypertension or his blood pressure. But I don't know. I would fucking be pissed. Regardless if that was my baby mom from 10 years ago. I would still feel some type of way. Cause I'm like, damn, what kind of fucking beautiful person I was like I said, I understand that you say you can't control, but I get that, but still. I would still even evaluate why I'm even associated with a person like that, right? 17 else says you can't worry about control to what these bars do. I think I read that already. Okay. All right, I feel you. Yeah, man. I feel you. Whew. What else I got for y'all? DJ says they teaching their them to see the same thing when you don't give a fuck that child follows the mother's footsteps. You see how 50 Cent son followed the mother's footsteps, pattern continues. Facts. And he's trying to keep his son away from that. But dude, after this case, here's the thing, knowing that your baby mama got, ramrodded by a bunch of dudes, I mean, I guess you could be civil with her, but damn. Like, she embarrassed the fucking family. Embarrassed the shit out of the family. Daphne just said not seeing meaning seed. Right? Oh, not seeing seed. Matter of fact, so now we're talk about, this Rico turned into a Freako. With that being said, let's continue.
Got a question for you. Well, I guess I'm gonna give you a backstory and then I'm gonna give you a question. I know someone that is in a relationship, right? And they have been together for a while, right? But then you know how you think you know somebody's past, and they didn't really know each other past. They kind of got into a relationship really, really quick. And really, some people don't want to know about your past sexual experiences, and some people do, and some people are like, what happened before me happened before me. So that's what their attitude was before, they got in a relationship. And after they got in a relationship, it wasn't until recently they started talking about their past relationships. So, of course, or past things they've done sexually. So, the girl in the relationship asked the guy, listen, have you ever had a threesome? Not threesome. Have you ever ran a train on a female? And the fella said, hell yeah, me and my boys used to have done it at least, once or twice in a day when I was younger, right? And she said, well, how did you enjoy it? And he said, I liked it. You know what I'm saying? It was fun. So in turn, he asked her, have you ever had a train ran on you? And she says, yeah, I've had it done maybe 3 times. And it was just something that I did that I enjoyed, And so when he told her that he's ran a train on a woman or has had ran a couple of trains on women, she had no problem with it. But once she told him that she's had a couple of trains ran on her, he is completely turned off. Now, fellas, I want to know, is that a double standard? To me, I know how I look at it, but I want to know how you view it. If you were in a relationship with a girl and she asks you, have you ever ran a train on a female? And you say, yeah. And, you turn around and ask her and she said, yes, I've had trains ran on me and I enjoyed it. And it's the same thing, right? Or is it different when it comes to males running trains versus females getting trains ran on them? And could you still be in a relationship with her? Because in this case, the guy's completely turned off and he don't even want to be in a relationship with her anymore. Let me know what you would do or how you feel in the comments.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
Oh! Who are these niggas?
I cried laughing when I
yeah,
you know what I'm
saying? like, we need to stay away from these niggas.
Yo, y'all know she is the girl, right? She don't want to admit it, but it's her. It's her story. Oh, somebody I know said, oh, did I enjoy it? Like the way she was so detailed with the conversation. She is said chick who got the train ran on her. It's pretty obvious. So I don't know why she out here fucking lying. Hey, you was having fun. I ain't knocking you, girl. But you was the one who got your train ran on you. Now, 17th says when it comes to us ninjas, once you can't serve their purpose outside of child support, after you leave them, you are deceased to them unless they want to embarrass you or smash a relative or enemy. Facts. They don't. If you ain't got no use for them, they don't have no use for you. No, I'm sorry. They ain't got no use for you. You know what I'm saying? There's no way. They ain't even speaking to you. Kimberly Reese. Hey, what's up, Kimberly Reese? She says this is open season on Black Man. Free Puffy. His time is severe. Hugh Hefner was the biggest freak. Facts. Oh shit. Hugh Hefner. Yep. All them cats. Now, Daphne Joseph says the wall done for the females. Facts. 17th says, I can't believe Reese, you're right. It is. 17th then says, I used to see her content on YouTube, and she is stone cold freak that acts like she is telling somebody else's stories. Oh my God. Right. Oh my God. That's funny. DJ says she's talking about herself. Her wall done. This is why guys didn't want her. Facts. You can tell. You can just tell just from how she's phrasing things. You know, he said this. He said that. He said that. He said this. So what? You just sitting down here, saying, taking down notes the whole time when they were doing that, or were you the one having the active conversation, explaining how you had a train ran on you and how you still deserve a boyfriend? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I kind of played a video that I can't play again tonight that Candace Owens was talking about that same thing. Women think that they could do what men could do and still be a lady or still be wanted by men. And unfortunately, it doesn't work that way. Just like how men can attract women with the same things that women like, it works vice versa. Yep. And Dr. Umar wants us to marry these type of women right here. I thought this was funny from that Pop the Balloon show. Check this out.
Brian. About you.
Right.
Let's go ahead and take a look at your journey on Pop the Balloon.
How many kids you got?
I got 3.
You got 3? Yep. How many baby daddies?
I have 3.
You got 3 baby daddies?
Yes.
Okay, how many kids you have?
I have 2.
How many baby daddies?
2.
2? Okay. So you didn't think after the first one that you wanted to marry the next one?
No.
No? How many kids you have?
Preference. I have 3.
You have
25,
3?
18, and 12.
Okay, how many baby daddies?
2.
2. Okay. But I just want you to understand, when it comes to a man of top tier, we give you a few from one man. If you have multiple from a different man, that disqualifies yourself.
He said nothing wrong. Like, it devalues the woman when you go through multiple men and have multiple baby daddies. We don't want to deal with that. If you got 3 kids and 3 baby daddies, it's like, damn, your decision-making skills are horrible.
Emotional damage. Emotional damage.
Ooh, he was cooking with hot fish grease right there, wasn't he?
Be like, babe, my car broke down just to see what you're gonna do. Okay. Are you gonna come and get me? Are you gonna? Cause If not, why am I giving it to you?
Cause you wanna f me. Like,
I got toys all in the closet.
Nah, check me out, cuz personally, I'm not laying down with no woman that I wouldn't see about. However, I know what type of I'm bringing to the bedroom. So with that being said, it ain't just you giving to me, beloved. I done broke that down every time you came over here. No, this not toxic. If is what you giving to me and I'm giving good back, then that just equaled out that part of the transaction. So if you down bad, because my thing is this, y'all got a whole song that the DJ can drop the beat on, and y'all say in unison that broke boys don't deserve no. Beloved, right. if you over there struggling, done fell behind on your bills, I'm taking my dick and I'm going home. I'm going home. I did my job. I don't owe you else. Unless that's what we got going on, I don't owe you nothing else.
Yo. And here's another too. Y'all know I'm down for the, you know what I'm saying? I'm down to break bread. But hey, he got a point. He got a point. Anytime I'm generous with a woman, it's out of love. You feel me? I don't have to do that shit. You feel me? I ain't got to give you shit. But when you start putting demands on something, when people start making demands, that's when you start withdrawing. Now, 17 the note says, at Kimberly Reese, Charlie Sheen went around giving people multiple chicks that thing and beating on them. Jerry Buss, Laker owner, and Donald Sterling, former Clippers owner, had countless real foes. Kimberly says at 17 the note, yes, they did. 17 the note said Arnold Schwarzenegger has 40 years accusations and charges, so does Donald Trump. Hey, well, Will mentioned Donald Trump earlier that he even got his own charges himself, even though I don't believe his charges. Hopefully, he's the one who helps him get him out of jail. Kimberly says, the brother going home. I hope so. We're gonna see. We're gonna see, my love. We're gonna see. 17 though says at Kimberly Reese, Ms. McMahon as well. Daphne Joseph said he's right though. All right, you know what? Like I said, the reason why they did it, and I don't know if y'all remember, y'all know why Puff Daddy even got in trouble in his first place. He got in trouble because of the whole Ciroc situation. Remember, he bought Ciroc, and then they made this new drink that everybody be drinking now, Casamigos. Or was it Tito's? It was one of those drinks. Look, I think Casamigos. Yeah, like y'all notice Casamigos kind of came out of nowhere. Think about it. Like, I wasn't really the biggest fan of Ciroc, even though I didn't think Ciroc was bad. But here's the thing, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a big vodka person, but I know there's been a couple times I bought a couple Cirocs every now and then. But I'm more of a Hennessy kind of guy, right? But P. Diddy went and bought Ciroc when Ciroc was, I guess, still doing good. But then they ended up making Casamigos, which Casamigos, it sounds like a damn tequila, but no, it is a motherfucking vodka. So like basically y'all sold some shit to me, but then y'all knew y'all was gonna make something essentially the same thing, essentially just in a different package. I mean, granted, it's a different taste. It is a different type of taste, right? It is a little more distilled. You can tell it was more like fine and filtered a little bit, the Casamigos. But like that's shady as hell. And Puff Daddy sued them. So that's why they went and put these federal charges on his ass, because some big wig called in a favor on Puff Daddy, unfortunately, y'all. Oh shit. Damn. 17. Man support man comes through. Sister let to Cali West and everyone in the chat. And 17 said Trump got away with more than just Stormy Daniels ish, which was fake charges. DJ Joseph says Trump charges was dropped. Now, a man support man says Ciroc and De Leon. 17 says soon after Puff won that case versus DiGiorgio, they dropped the Cassie lawsuit and all the social media campaign against Puff. Oh, they launched it. Yeah. Oh, they dropped it as in they launched it. They made it happen. Oh, of course. Of course. Yeah, man. Puff Daddy made some very powerful enemies to the point that they try to bury him. Man, that's just crazy, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy shit. And and like I said, there's some people who don't like him, so they could care less that he get out early or not. But like I said, see, here's the thing: it's okay when they lock up somebody you don't like Donald J. Trump or something like that. But guess what? Then they're gonna start locking up people that you like, and then they're gonna start locking you up. Now what? So that's why I would never stand by just let someone just want to railroad somebody, That ain't cool. Not cool at all. Especially for some frivolous, felonious bullshit, man.
You're a victim.
There we go, CSI.
That's what I got for y'all.
Señores, elijan ustedes con quién se quedan, con la negra o con la rubia. Vamos allá en los comentarios, la opinión.
Let's see here. 17 said how Puff lived is how all the Hollywood and all the politicians live. Facts. I mean, hey, can I be honest with you? Everything I heard them do was nothing that I haven't witnessed. You know what I'm saying? In my life. I've seen some of that same shit go down. So, freak offs, something that always been happening. It's just that now it's to the normie world. The normies didn't know this is happening. Man, people have been doing shit like this since the longest. If you look at them old Kama Sutra books, way back in the day, this ain't nothing new. Ain't nothing new. They say there ain't nothing new under the sun. What do you think they was doing in Roman Greece? All that stuff. I'm gonna run that one more time before we get to the next slide.
Señores, elijan ustedes con quién se quedan, con la negra o con la rubia. Vamos allá en los comentarios, la opinión.
Shit. I ain't gonna lie. Shit. I'll take them all.
She wanna put that pussy on me, put it on me.
Never look a small problem. I owe my rent. I can't beg family up here.
Slow down. Say it again.
True, me not really enough family more and pay it.
I still didn't understand you.
Holy Jesus. What is that? What the fuck is that?
I knew what she said, but that's only because, I'm Jamaican, but bruh, I barely could even understand what she said. My damn self, bruh.
Who?
All right, let's see here. What else we got? Oh. Look, women don't know when to shut the fuck up. Now, when I say women, I'm talking about women who want men to break bread. Check this out.
Station, right? It was a dude in front of me paying. He turned back, he looked at me, I look. Because what you looking at, I'm behind you, right? Okay. He walks out. I'm paying for my stuff, my chips and my gas, okay? He go to his truck. I go to my car. He tries to stop me. I told him, you can keep walking to your truck because you just watch me pay for my stuff. There's nothing for us to talk about, sir. I just paid for my own gas and chips. What do you want to talk to me for?
That's
Dependency is no laughing matter. Addiction to a bitch can fuck with your friends, your health, and scary enough, even your money. It's a disease.
Now, yo, I think that's really stupid because she's like the second chick I think I played this week or maybe on Sunday that truly believe that a dude is supposed to pay her money, pay for her bill just on the strength. Yo, man, that's some more goofball shit. That is some more goofball shit. You know, that's some more goofball shit. Here's the thing. Give me a motherfucking number, and if I get to know you, you get more than some damn groceries and some little punk ass gas. But see, what you want me to do is leave with my wallet, and that's whack. Because guess what? See, if men keep on, see, that's where you fucked up the game. No. If you want something, you gotta give something to get something. But yep, they want to live life on easy mode. And look at her voice. Look how she's kind of mad about it. Like she's almost mad that she had to pay for her own shit. I'll play it one more time.
Right. I just left the gas station, right? It was a dude in front of me paying. He turned back, he looked at me, I look. Because what you looking at, I'm behind you, right? Okay. He walks out. I'm paying for my stuff, my chips and my gas, okay? He go to his truck. I go to my car. He tries to stop me. I told him, you can keep walking to your truck because you just watch me pay for my stuff. There's nothing for us to talk about, sir. I just paid for my own gas and chips. What do you want to talk to me for?
But see, and then she's going to wonder why she's like 40 plus, pushing 50, no man, and Dr. Umar is going to want us to step in and help these type of women. But how she was being all goofy just because you didn't want to fucking pay for your own food. Bitch, you're a grown up. Why would I put... That's another thing. Like, here's the thing. Women, they don't even really want things fair. They don't want things fair or logical. They just want you to do things just because they just want you to do things. You know what? Can I be honest with you? I don't think she's a bad looking chick. I don't think she's a bad looking chick at all. Oh, that big ass tattoo in her hand is a tilt. Damn, wait a minute. She got tattoos not only on her hand, but she got tattoos going down her arm too. Aw, shit. Yo, and a man's supposed to pay for your shit off the strength, and you all tatted up like a fucking, like a prison sailor. Man, these bitches is fucking. Hey, just like how cheap niggas done fucked up the game. But guess what? I would never condone or ever tell a dude to pay for a bitch's groceries or anything like that. Fuck no. Not that he can't do that after they give each other, but yo, no honey, no money. A man supported man said, I used to stay with a woman who hosted her own XXX parties. Nice. You didn't go to any of them? Now, 17 says, I am no Puff fan or Trump fan, and I don't like top politicians on either side. So what I don't like is the narratives and agenda based on witch hunts. If you get one person, get all the people around too. Right. They're going to put a RICO case on him, and he's only one fucking person. 17 says, get everybody involved in those activities, but they won't cause many people would get caught up in the net of debauchery. Says you don't get 30 and 40 runs without a lot of help. They do all the begging to all the ninjas that don't like them and aren't attracted to. They feel like they are doing a favor, but they are superior to them and are now demanding an entrance fee. Yo, facts. But ultimately, they only hurt themselves, so it don't matter to me. Hey, you know what? Hey, what they say? Let these wild horses run free. Oh, we're gonna talk about this tomorrow, but I'm gonna show this on my way. I'm gonna show this for sure. Oh, I know what I was missing. I ain't got no Red Bull, y'all. No wonder I'm so tired and so out of energy. Oh, this is gonna go ahead and try to fuck up my damn stream, huh? Jaden Daniels goes viral after fans spot his mom third wheeling his Miami dinner date. Do you see this bullshit right here? Dude, he's with his date. And look who's in the car. The mom. And look. Do you see the mom about to jump out? But then look. When she's seeing the paparazzi, look. Hey, you know why she stepped back in the car? You know why she stepped back in the car? Because she know what she's doing is embarrassing. If you know it's embarrassing to be out with your son and his date on a date, right? Then why the fuck are you there? Why don't you let the man live his life, man? The dude's 23 years old and his mom got to be attached to him at his hip. Like, dude, I would get sick of somebody if they were my manager, they're my best friend and all that. Man, give them some motherfucking room. But we're going to talk about that tomorrow. Miami man comes to says son husband ass ninja. Right. 17 says she fine and all, but ain't no bra fine enough for me to instantly just start breaking bread and sponsoring her. I don't mind doing things for girls that's my old lady evening. Then it's the limit. Well, here's the thing. I don't care if she's your girlfriend, your wife, or some chick you just met. If she didn't earn it, don't give it to her. Simple. A man says, I 10-1. Oh, hell yeah. Shout out to the Nasty Boys. Cynthia says mom is Jaden Daniels' actual old lady, same as Kevin Durant's mom. Yeah, dude. Yo. And here's another too. If any of y'all watch CGA, they'll talk about that shit today. Man, look. Is his mom not kind of good looking? Yes. You can tell you that she was like something fine back in the day. You could tell that she was a baddie, right? I mean, shit. There's a lot of dudes who will go knock her down now, as is. And I'm not saying I wouldn't be one of them, because I would be. But the man that she wants is not settling for her. The man that she wants could get the man she wants could probably get at the same chick who's next to, or who's this date. Look, the guy that her type, and Jalen Daniels date the same age group of girls. Yeah, 17 else says Jaden mom is guarding her meal ticket with her life. Apparently, man. To the point that she was embarrassed to get out the truck, bro. Because she's doing too much. That's why we're going to talk about this shit tomorrow. Man, let me see if there's anything else I want to show y'all. You know what? I think that's about it for tonight, man. So, yo, I'm about to shut it down. Your boy had a long day. A man sport man said, I thought Jalen mom had a husband. Hell nah. Man, she had a baby by a man. And maybe that was her husband way back, but hell nah. She all alone. Look, ain't no way no woman who got a love life gonna be all wrapped up in her son like that. Trust me. Now, yo, man. He says 17 says she's gonna pull a Shani O'Neal and use Jaden the bread to buying. Man. Yo. Damn. And it's funny too, because the outside of the world looking in. Damn. That's a cold thing, man. Right? You know what they say though, right?
It's an evil world we live in.
So, yo, man. Once again, y'all, it's Cali West. Thank you for tuning in to another episode. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel if you're feeling this shit. Don't forget to press that like button on your way out. Peace out, y'all. Have a good night.